Well, this sucks. One of the tires on my Toyota Camry that I just bought is leaking air rapidly. I looked at it last night, I'm like, man, it's been looking kind of saggy. I checked it, had like 10 PSI. I put air in it last night up to 35 PSI. Today I checked it this morning, it's got 25 PSI in it. So now I'm checking with the previous owner. He said he had a warranty at Walmart for it. Closest Walmart's like 12 miles away, I think, with a tire center. And I want to see if they can patch it or replace it. I don't know. I'm really not expecting much, and I'm thinking I might just go to another tire place closer by, maybe the one that charged me like 1,500 bucks to replace the tires and control arms, bushings, brakes, rotors. So I'm waiting to see where he got the tires from, which Walmart. And I tried calling one, but they didn't even pick up. Okay, this sucks. I texted the guy. He's really nice, really cool. He wants to help. He said the receipt for the tires should be in the glove box. I checked. They're not in there. There's receipts for other work he had done on the car, but not for the tires. So I called the tire department of the closest Walmart. Also, they're not picking up at all. I hate to even tell the guy, no, the receipts aren't in here, because I don't know, I just hate asking for extra stuff. Like, oh, please, I really need it. Yeah, it's not here. So, I don't know, and the closest Walmart's like 16 miles away with the tire center. So I'm thinking I might just go to a local place and just pay him myself to look at it, because it's not worth driving there if they're not picking up the phone. And then I don't know if they'll work on it or not. I don't know if they'll honor the warranty without a receipt. So I'll just go somewhere local and see if they'll, if they can patch the tire. And if not, maybe I'll just get one tire on there. I know that's not advised, but all these tires are pretty new on the car. So, I don't know. Either way, it's not ideal. Shit! I didn't want to bother driving 12 miles to It was really going to be like 16 miles. Not even know if they were going to fix the tire or not, or want to replace it or something. I went to Discount Tire and Auto, where I think Discount Tire Center, where I went before for my Civic. And, you know, I really wasn't sure. Did they try and replace a bunch of stuff I didn't need to on the car before? Well, brought it here thinking it better just be the tire. You know, I don't want them to say anything else, because I had the car thoroughly inspected. They checked the tire, a nail was in it, $25 to fix. Okay, they patched it up, it's fine. Then the guy comes out and says, your suspension's really bad. The suspension's shredded up and stuff, the whatever, I forget, the something in there. And I'm thinking, like, bullshit. This guy's just trying to get me for a ton of money. And the car was already inspected by a mechanic. And he's telling me about this special they're having coming up for Christmas. I can get it financed. I got something else financed. I'm still paying off. And, you know, on my Honda Civic, the $1,500 of work on that. And I'm thinking, unless it's super cheap, there's no way I'm going to do it. And even then, there's no way I'm bothering. Like, it doesn't sound like an emergency. I'm going to go to another mechanic and have them look at it too. But then he said, I didn't say any of that. I'm just listening to him. And I was like, well, I don't know. Like, and I just bought the car, you know, last week. And he said, here, do you want to come look at the car? I said, okay. Walked into the service bay. It's jacked up. He shows me. And, I'm like, son of a bitch, he's right. There's stuff shredded the hell up in the suspension. And he's like, you know, right now it's okay, it's not an emergency, but this could damage the, what is it, the wheelbase, the rotor or something, I forget exactly. But I'm like, well, I'll just have to baby it, because he said it's going to be like 750 bucks. And I'm like, that motherfucking mechanic didn't bother looking at the suspension. You know, and I was a little depressed, thinking, great, another problem with the car, I got to get taken care of. And I've been so careful with it so far, just babying it, putting it in neutral when I'm at red lights, not accelerating too hard, not braking too hard, not idling it much. I'm very, very careful with it, even though I know it's very well broken in now, 173,000 miles. But I'm still just so nervous about it and don't want to get in any accidents. You know, some people cut me off and stuff, do a dangerous U-turn right in front of me. I'm like, Not even worth it to make a point or anything, to speed up and hit the brakes. Just drive carefully, which is what I've been doing. So I'm like, well, at some point I'll do. I almost want to do it myself. I'm like, damn, maybe I should just try and do this myself. Maybe I'll look up and see how to do it. Just get the diagnosis. But really, what the hell do I know? And not only that, I would have to get a really good jack for the car and those car supports, which I don't even have room for. Like, where would I put one of those big giant jacks that Scotty Kilmer has? You know, that's not like the kind you just turn with a wrench, but like you actually, you know, you press it and it hoists the car up, and then you put those, like, they almost look like, I don't know, like bedposts or something underneath. I'm like, it's not, I have no room for it, literally no room. So the only good thing I'm thinking is, well, I did get my first film gig since the car crash that I can accept. It's going to be really cool. 4 days of shooting in Manhattan Beach or around that area. It's a rich area, so instead of driving back and forth like to the area I sleep in now, like 30 miles a day, I'm thinking I'd rather just sleep around there. So if anyone knows places to sleep in my car safely around there, I've done it before, but I was just lucky in that I happened to be working at someone's apartment right there on a film shoot, and I was so tired, I was like, screw it, just fell asleep right in front of the guy's apartment. I don't want to do that again, because a lot of places it seems like people will notice, and also when I'm there, like, I'm not going to put up the cardboard in the windows and stuff. It makes it too obvious. I'm going to get up really early, like 5:15, 5:30 in the morning each day. Hopefully that won't be too hard. I tried doing that today. I'm like, there's this guy at the gym who plays bigoted right-wing podcasts making fun of gay people and LGBTQ people and saying, oh, Salvation Army doesn't discriminate against them. When they absolutely do, and these people are acting like the experiences of people they've discriminated against don't count. And he listens to obnoxious music, and I know it. I know his type. He's a right-wing douchebag. I dealt with so many of them. I was just talking about at the bar I used to work at. You just know the type. He's got the douchebag cowboy boots. He might be former military. I would guess he's former military. Just this uptight, mean look about him, and he's always there the same time I would go in the morning when he's laying out his clothes nicely, taking up space, and playing loud music on his phone, stupid douchebag white guy music, rock, country, or he would be playing those bigoted podcasts. And I'm like, what's the point of this story again? I forget, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was trying to get up early today and go to the gym so I could get there before him when he's usually there. But I was up late last night. I was at Sunspace, really cool, Unusual Tuesday show. I decided to stay there till like midnight when the show ended, even though I wanted to leave earlier. But I'm like, oh, I'm having fun, you know, and see some people I knew there. And I set my alarm. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and get up. And then I was so tired lying in my car last night. I'm like, I'll see how I feel in the morning. Woke up 5:15 when my alarm was set. I felt like I was hitting the head with a hammer. I'm like, fuck this. Lied down for another 4 hours or so. Oh, that was so nice. I decided, screw it, I'll work out tonight. I do want to work out today. But I'm going to try and get up early every day. That's what got me when I slept. The one place a security guard has ever woken me up was in, I don't even know the area. It was like 60 miles south of LA. It was right by that mansion where I made a video months ago. My first night sleeping in a mansion. We were shooting there. I was there till like 7:30 in the morning in a parking lot with a Planet Fitness. Security guard tapped on my door, and I was already awake, but he tapped on it and told me I can't sleep there. So that's the thing. If there was no cardboard in there, if I had parked closer to other cars and just kept a real low profile, and the windows cracked, and even though it's raining now, so I couldn't do it today. Oh, it's so nice to have rain. Because also it's like more camouflage. You know, people don't even want to bother you when you're it's raining and it's cold out. And also it helped the windows fog up so you couldn't see inside. But yeah, I'm not going to have the cardboard in. I'm going to be out really early in the morning. But if you know places there, I know people sleep along the Pacific Coast Highway. I've seen it there. I cannot bring myself to sleep on a highway where people could collide into me, killing me when they're driving 60, 70 miles an hour. So I know lots of people do it. I'm not doing it. So if you know places where I can sleep safely, people have suggested hotel parking lots and truck stops. I don't know if there's any truck stops around there. I've looked. Maybe I can find little streets, little industrial areas or something. I might go there a day early and try and sleep there the night before. And look around and try and note areas. I hate doing that. I hate that whole procedure because when I'm looking for a place to sleep, it's impossible. But when I'm just going about my day, doing my work and finding different places I need to go to, then I always stumble upon the places I can sleep at. So I'll do some scouting, I guess, the day before and look. And I'm just going to baby the car if the suspension's messed up. Fortunately, there's barely any potholes around here. Really, what you got to do is be careful on speed bumps, because there's lots of those. But there's not really snow around here, so no salt on the roads. It's a lot easier I mean, there's a lot more traffic, but I'm babying the car. I got to get $750 worth of work done just on the suspension alone. Then he's like, yeah, who knows? We got to hoist the car up. He didn't have a chance to today. Maybe the bushings need replacing too. Otherwise, it's still a car in great condition. He was saying the motor mount or engine mount might need replacing. I'm like, yeah, the other guy already did it. So I know if he looks at that, he should tell me, no, it's fine. If he does tell me it needs it, then I know he's bullshitting me. Yeah, but those suspension stuff in there, it was like rubber. It just shredded the fuck up. So, yeah, trying to get up earlier, just work out at night now to avoid douchebags like that guy and people slamming weights. Not that I know they couldn't be, not that I don't know they could also be there at night like that, but just want to be there when it's less busy. And also, I want to do it, just the fact that it scares me to do. It scares me to go to the gym at night when I think there might be more people there. It scares me to get up earlier and go to the gym. I'm like, those are the reasons to do it. Because if it scares me, that means it's a challenge worth doing. And it's not something seriously scary, but it does scare me to do. So, shit, it's more money. And I don't even want to finance it. If I get the money to do it, I'd rather just pay straight up, because financing it last time was already a pain in the ass, and I'm still paying that off. So more car problems, but otherwise this car is running great. Thank goodness the tires patched up, and I paid $25, but it was worth it not to have to go the whole way to fucking Walmart and do it, and not even be sure if they'll cover it under their warranty. So trying to eat healthy. Here's another thing I realized. I can't believe I never realized this the year I've been homeless. You can save money by eating from the buffets at grocery stores. I don't know why I didn't realize that earlier. I was paying $17 for a meal that was less filling than what I can get for $10 in the buffet at a grocery store. I guess it depends on the grocery store, but I'm going to a cheap one where they don't have a big selection. That's okay. I'm eating the healthy stuff: spinach, rice, chicken, bell peppers, and trying to make sure I'm, eating enough like whole foods and proteins. Because it sucks when you're not eating enough and then you're always catching up, and I was still gaining weight, so obviously I was still eating too much when I wasn't cutting down how much I was eating too. So anyways, frustrating, but what can I do? I was thinking today, it's sad, it hurt me, but also, whenever things hurt me, I'm glad, because it's a reminder that I'm alive, and I really can't believe I'm still alive. I never thought I'd live to this point. Not because I had a disease or anything. I just thought, my life was gonna end. My life was pointless, all through my younger years. Maybe I'll do a video about that sometime. I've talked about it enough, but I started filming it yesterday and it just came out shitty. And I was like, this is pointless. I couldn't concentrate really. But about how my beliefs have changed over the years. I did do one like that kind of, but I want to do it more personal this time as well. Anyway, so more car problems, but not something I have to keep on my mind now. It's a challenge to me to not let it just weigh down on my mind and occupy all the space in my mind. And I got to get back to work doing what I want to do, and not let this negativity get to me, because it's going to sabotage other opportunities. And I think about it, and it makes me, it regret and hurt how I've already lost opportunities. Not necessarily career stuff, although that too, when I'm feeling frustrated and don't want to write, that's the reason to write more. But just in, you know, other ways where it's like, oh, I missed opportunities because I was too negative. I was too bleak. I was too dark and viewed myself too negatively. But hey, that's just, always been my struggle of my life. So anyways, just pushing, just trying to keep moving forward. And at least the car overall is working out very well. I'm very happy with it. I love the look and feel of it. It's solid. I love Toyota. I love knowing this car's got personality. You look at the dash and everything. Here, I'll show you. It's it's a solid feel. I like that it's got personality to it. Tape deck there. It's not like newer cars where they're just like generic. It's just like stripped down, bland, no personality. Anyways, I've gone on long enough. I gotta eat. Bye.